Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to our first test match with Blue-White Tireless Tribe combo. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's really good. It's going to allow me to go turn 2 Tireless Tribe with Dispel / Circular Logic backup. um, I kind of want to get Taxiing Probe right now, but I'm going to thin my deck of a land first, just because I think that's slightly better. My opponent went turn 1 Mountain and nothing at the end of turn, so I don't really know what they're playing. A Radiant Fountain. Kuldotha Boros? Okay. Well, I'm not really able to Circular Logic that anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Just planes here. I tried recording before against a blue-black Flicker deck, but I pondered into the wind and then clicked no, and then it shuffled my library anyway. So that was fun. The wonders of Magic Online. Another Inside Out. Okay, well that doesn't really help, but let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot as soon as I can remember which button is the goddamn screenshot. What? Oh. New. Another Tireless Tribe. Okay, so my opponent cannot get Galvanic Blast online next turn. They cannot go Battle Screech next turn. They can, however, go Lightning Bolt, Galvanic Blast if they so choose. So I'm just going to go Tireless Tribe here, and I'm going to pass the turn. I don't think I have enough cards that win the game if I have to actually use anything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, I lied. I would have enough. So we'll see what my opponent does. And my opponent is not doing anything. I like that. So I should win the game here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I need to leave up Dispel since it's all damage-based removal, but I guess just in case my opponent drew Prismatic Strands and they're playing it, I probably should. Oh, but then I don't have enough cards, right? Because that would be 1, 2. So like if I play this and this, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not enough. So I guess I just have to hope that they don't have that. So they have to respond to this now, which they didn't. So I'm pretty sure that I just win the game. So we're gonna go ahead. Now I believe the way that Inside Out works is even if I was to play Inside Out right now, the way that the game of Magic the Gathering works is it still sees that your power is considered your toughness. So if I use the ability, I would still I would still be pumping the power because the toughness is the power. I'm not exactly sure if that is correct, but I guess we can find out by looking it up. Not now. We'll go ahead and discard this island. Yeah. I don't know what my opponent's doing, he's just waiting. If it doesn't work that way, then I don't... Oh no, I do win. Never mind. I do win. I have enough cards. So I'll go ahead and discard this Circular Logic. Whatever. I think he saw me discard the Inside Out, and he probably thinks I messed up. No, he didn't let me do it. What was I going to draw anyway? Giga Draws. I really wanted to see if it would have worked that way, but not going to get the chance to. So, against this deck, Hydroblast is pretty good because it's going to counter most of their removal. Deep Analysis doesn't really do all that much, I don't think. Giga Drowse is not very good against a deck like this because they're not a counter-based deck. So there's that. And most of their spells are pretty cheap, so Circular Logic isn't going to be all that great. I don't think Deep Analysis does much. Piracy Charm and Relic don't really do anything. Lone Missionary's not needed. And I could bring in Standard Bearer to try and mitigate a burn spell, but that's really all it's going to do. I think I'd rather just rely on Dispel and Circular Logic to take care of that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and submit and see how that goes. So yeah, you pretty much saw how this deck works, especially against damage-based removal. I can also tell you that this deck does not mulligan well. You really, really need Gush to come through for you. Now, I could keep this hand because I do have a protection spell, and I do have Tireless Tribe, but I don't think I can keep this hand. This hand's not good either, but I don't think going down to 5 is going to help any, so we're going to keep it. Oh, that's a good card, actually. One thing to note is that Journey to Nowhere is a card that I should probably watch out for. Maybe that's a reason that I should keep in Force Circular Logic. But I think that Dispel is just a bit more versatile against things like Pyroblast and Galvanic Blast and stuff like that. So my opponent left open Lightning Bolt, which is interesting. And they didn't cycle the Forgotten Cave, so they might be low on lands. Why? Why does this window, when I make it like this, it still does this? Why don't you just make it as small as hell, Magic Online? Why don't you just do that, you stupid program? God, I hate you so much. Now, by going Augur of Bolas here, I might be screwing my chances of drawing a Tireless Tribe, but I do have a shuffle effect, and I'm kind of looking for, like, Gush or something. Oh, that's mean. Wow, that's rude. Alright. You Rudy McRuderson. That's just mean. Alright, we're gonna see a Boros Garrison now? Yep. I figured we'd see a Boros Garrison when, oh. Yeah, they're still behind on lands, I guess. A Gush. Okay, let's go ahead and Gitaxian Probe, paying the 2 life. I could pay the 2 life, I probably would be able to use the mana more. So they do have a Pyroblast and then a bunch of creatures. So we'll go ahead and make a new one. So it might be better for me to Gush right now. But I think I'm just going to cycle 2 Ash Barrens instead. Get another island and play the island and just pass the turn. Because I can just draw a Dispel, or I can draw a Circular Logic, or I can draw a... what is the name of that card? Okay, so they played the Mountain, and they played the Lone Missionary. Or I could draw a Hydroblast and worry about it later. And a Glint Hawk. Okay, so let's go ahead and cycle this. Ash Barrens, get another island. So they played the Glint Hawk, but now they have a Prism. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, that's how we write here. Maybe he'll misclick. No? Okay. Or she will. I don't know. Well, not gushing anytime soon, unfortunately. Ponderino. Alright, let's go ahead and ponder first. Gush, Augur of Bolas, and Plains. Kinda don't want any of these cards. Well, I guess my opponent is more than likely going to Pyroblast the Augur of Bolas. The problem is I kind of don't want to gush into like more lands. But I guess that's still fine. So go ahead and play this. Play this Augur of Bolas, and we're going to get it countered. Which is going to make Gush okay. Having 2 gushes means that once we draw a Tireless Tribe, we're going to have enough to actually win the game. So, yep. See, I don't believe that my opponent should be Pyroblasting there. But they are. I think that Pyroblasting an Augur of Bolas is just not as good as Pyroblasting like a oh, well, I guess my opponent might not know that I have Gush in my deck, so... Okay, so they're going to play the Prism. So now the only card we know that's in their hand is the Battle Screech, which they cannot play this turn. So I'm going to end up taking 4. And probably just going to Gush on my opponent's upkeep, not returning 2 islands. As crazy as that sounds. And I'll just pass the turn. The reason for that is if they drew another Pyroblast, they have to counter it now. They have 1 less mana to use, which isn't really a big deal, but... Alright, well, we still have not drawn a Tireless Tribe. And I don't think I have too much time left either. Let's see. I didn't want to fall behind on lands also, because I kind of need more lands in play. So they're going to play Battle Screech now. I'm going to fall to 12. I think I need to draw Tireless Tribe this turn, or else I'm just straight up dead. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty correct statement, that I could just be dead. Because now I'm going to fall to 10, and then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, they used the wrong Glinthawk, so now I go to 12. So now I can actually live. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, now I can actually live. Which is cool, and I appreciate that. Alright, so let's go ahead and Gush first. And not using the Evolving Wilds, because I did... Oh no, I guess I didn't push any cards to the bottom. I would be doing it with Impulse, though. No, but I think I want the land untapped, so we'll go ahead and Impulse. And, okay, there's the Tireless Tribe. So we'll go ahead and play this Tireless Tribe. We will then play this land and pass the turn. And now... I don't know if I have enough cards to live. I think I might need a 3rd Gush. I think what I might actually have to do is just hope that my opponent doesn't have any burn in their hand and just take the full 10. Which would really be unfortunate. If my opponent has Prismatic Strands, I definitely lose the game, because then I definitely don't have enough. So that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, I think the plan here is to take the full 10 and then hope that my opponent just doesn't have anything. Oh no, my opponent is actually going to leave up blockers. Okay, so we're going to take, what, 6 and go to 6. So 2 burn spells does not actually kill me. So again, I just have to hope that my opponent does not have Prismatic Strands. Of course, Skyfisher. Okay, so they can return the Glinthawk and replay the Glinthawk. No, they return a Prophetic Prism to leave up Great Furnace. Okay. Island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I sure have enough. So we're going to go ahead and Shadow Rift first. Another Dispel, okay. You know what? I'll be right back. Okay, so I looked it up in the way it does work. It's a layer rule. That if I discard all of these cards and make this a 1 whatever, and then I Inside Out, if I discard the card off of Inside Out, it would pump the power, because the power effectively is the toughness. But if my opponent has any type of burn spell, my guy would die because I cannot pump the butt again. So, but we're going to go ahead and go, and we're going to pump. Alright, I'm going to pump. And we're going to pump again. And we're going to pump, but leave this doing nothing, because it doesn't actually make a dang bit of difference. I guess I shouldn't actually auto-yield to that. And then we're... actually, I think I have to do this first. And I'm very certain that this is the way that it works. Okay, my opponent scoops. So, either way, they probably did not have anything, but that is how it works. So, we actually almost lost the game there, but now you see just how good this deck is against damage-based removal. Like Lightning Bolt, Galvanic Blast, Flame Slash, Scred, anything of that sort. Well, Scred, I guess, depending on how many lands they haven't played, but yeah. But you saw how the deck kind of functions, and we were losing there for quite a bit, but we found Tireless. We had everything, and then we just won the game out of nowhere. But that's just one sample. We're going to go back into the Pauper Queues for one more match, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching.